Ford Street Racing is another entry in the Ford Racing series that saw a release on the PlayStation 2, PlayStation Portable, Xbox and Windows PC in 2006. The game would also be known as Ford Bold Move Street Racing in North America and was developed by Razorworks and published by Empire Interactive. And depending on the different versions of the game, depending on the regions, most notably with the Australian region, there would be certain changes with regards to some of the vehicles that were available in the game. So some regions would get access to other cars while other regions would have a different selection available. So the game in general would have access to a minimum of 18 cars that you can unlock as you play, with a variety of different game modes, from solo championship modes as well as multiplayer and arcade modes, each with their own challenges and elements to play through and unlock, so that you can gain access to more of the game's tracks and the other vehicles that were available in the game. And the cars were available, you had anything from the likes of old school to modern day Ford Mustangs, the Ford GT, the Mach 1 Mustang, the Mach 1 Ford Escort RS 2000, the Fiesta ST, the Escort RS Cosworth, even the Ford Sierra RS Cosworth. So there was a multitude of different cars that were available, even rare cars that you wouldn't normally see in games were available. And if you're a fan of Ford cars specifically, there was definitely enough here to keep you entertained. Now the game does present a good challenge. It isn't an easy game to pick up and play with any regards. I know for myself personally, I owned this game back in the day on the PS2. Now I have to say now, for me, over the years of all the games that I've played, I thoroughly enjoyed playing this game. I found that I was addicted to it. Like that with Ford Racing 3, I had it on my Steam account on the PC and I played it a few years back, and again I found it to be quite a solid experience, although not considered to be among the best racers on the system. But it was a good solid experience overall that presented many challenges, and it's like anything else, a lot of these games, while they do have their own glitches and flaws and they wouldn't be as refined compared to other racers or more mainstream racing games seen on the PS2 and even on other consoles, they do require more time and effort to be put into them to get the most out of them. If you do sit down with them, you will be able to get used to the various dynamics and the control schemes of each of the cars, again because they all handle differently. But once you do that, you will have a good solid experience with this game. And I have to say now, I put a lot of time into this back in the day and I finished it and unlocked everything that the game had to offer because I just really enjoyed the experience. Even though I know myself it's not the best racer on the system, but I personally enjoyed it. But I'm a big fan of the likes of the Ford brand as well, because I love the likes of the Fiesta and the Mustang and even the old Escorts. So for me, the chance to be able to play a game that gives you the chance to drive as them, for me, is definitely a win-win. While there are better racing games out there, it does present something that is a bit unique and a bit different from other racers that are seen, and it just does present a good challenge. So it really just depends on your own tastes and interests. If you're a fan of these type of Ford games, this is another one that you can add to the list to check out, because there is a multitude of them that were released on the PS2 during the 2000s, and if you do enjoy these type of games, this will be another one you will enjoy, so it's worthwhile checking out just in that respect alone. But I'd love to hear your thoughts of Ford Street Racing, if you have played this game yourself back in the day, and if so, did you enjoy playing this type of game, or do you enjoy the Ford racing games in general that were released back at that time? I'd love to hear whatever stories you do have of this game, so be sure to share it down in the comments below. And if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to be updated of future videos. And if you would like to see more content around other types of racing games similar to Ford Street Racing that was also released on the PS2, you can check out the playlist here on screen to see more of those games in action. And I will see you all in the next one.